Computer duders.
Shalom baka. Selamat kana, bayang. Ah.
Oh, he wants to eat poop too. God damn it. Doesn't that fucking suck? There's also laws in some states that say you can't ride on the sidewalk. Fuck everybody in the truck. I said it. Ain't nobody needs a truck. Oh, Ugly was neglected. Oh, what, because he's neglected? No, you can't go. How do I stop him? Where does everybody at Ray's leave us? I had no idea you had to nurture children after they were on two legs.
Shalom baka, shalom kampai. Shalom kampai, ya. Shalom. Shalom baka.
Oh. Oh, you didn't make it. That's the price we pay. Not tumor. I can resurrect him. there any consequences to this? Doesn't seem that way. Oh, he's traumatized though. Is that the best I can do? Come on. I keep dying faster than I can get new ones. I also wish you could skip the cutscenes. What's frustrating about it is when you get on e-bikes, it really strikes you how much better the world could be if more people could use them to get around. But you basically cannot share infrastructure with cars. You need your own totally separate infrastructure just for low-speed vehicles. Even that wouldn't solve it, because there'd be jokers who like push the definition of what an e-bike is and try to put like Chang-Lis on those little roads.
Dalam ka ng bayan, ah.
Where the fuck is Penis Weenus? What are some of the other ways? The consequences of Texas have been a disaster for the human race. Frog door. Rizzler. I don't see him anywhere. Here he is. Fuck, stop dying, would you? It's such a challenge to accumulate followers, so I'm just fucking keeling over.
Dalam ka ng bayan, ah.
Any more sin? You ever dealt with this sort of person who, like, they want to get their way, but just for the sake of it, where they're like, let's do it this way, and like, if we can't do it that way. That's not gonna work. We've tried that before. And like, let's do it this way. And so you do it that way, and it doesn't work. And you're like, why'd you let me do that? Or where it's like they just need to know what's around that corner. That's not the right. I'm not actually communicating it well. It's more that they need to know two things. One, what happens if I choose option A? What happens if I choose option B? And they want to force that option just to see what's on the other side of it before making a choice. And they also want to make sure that they can get their way, that you'll give in. And if you'll give in, then they'll relent, and they're like, well, I don't actually even want that. Like, conversations are Bethesda conversation trees, like a flowchart. And they want to know, like, what would you do if I answered this way? What happens if I do this? What happens if I do this? They don't understand. They don't. I can't fucking make thoughts today. I'm like 90% of the way there. I just can't articulate it. I need to think of an example. That's the problem, is you can never think of examples of stuff on the spot, and when they do happen, you forget to write them down. I guess it's like if you're trying to decide where to go for dinner with your girlfriend, and she might say something she doesn't really want just to see if you'll agree to it. And if you don't, she'll argue about it, because the main thing is just making sure that she can have her way if she wants it. It's a submission test. That's what it is. And the same way there's shit tests, there's also submission tests.
Walang kampanya na siya naman ka pala.
I need crystals for shit. I can't afford that. It's not a woman thing. It's not just a woman thing. It's like wanting to min-max conversations to find the path to getting what you want. But you can't do that because there's a fog of war in conversations on the conversation tree. So it's exploring, it's probing different conversation paths to see what the outcome will be before you decide which one you want. That's part of it. Without understanding there's consequences for forcing that. The offensive part about that is just that they are very clearly just trying to game the conversation. Like you're not a person and you can't see what they're doing. Oh, they do want to fuck. This will create a perfect fucker. Hornicorn's got like a stroke or something, but he doesn't seem to mind fucking. They're dead. They've been dead for a long, long time. Hamsters only live like 2 or 3 years. Are you another one of those people who checks in like every 5 years to find out what's going on? I stream games now. I have mice. They're very old. That's almost everybody who drops in here. Stick around though, you might like what you see. He dropped in at the tail end of our run of Cult of the Lamb. We beat all the bosses except for the last one, but in order to fight him we need 20 people, and people keep fucking dying of old age. They return if I don't mind the fact that the mice chewed through the fucking heater cord. I'm really struggling not to delay everything by insisting on replacing the heater pads, which I really should do anyway because it's much more energy efficient than heating the whole aquarium.
Salamat ka na. Bayang.
In that confined space, the pads actually heat the air too, as evidenced by the thermometer that I put in there. The thermometer indicates that the radiative heating of the pads is sufficient to warm the entire interior of the habitats. To do a full refurbishment would be an ordeal, though. It's a full-time job. Why can't I assign anyone to childcare? Oh, that's what I was supposed to do. Did he bail? Is he one of those guys who checks in and sees no hamsters and then immediately bails? It occurs to me I could accelerate the process of building the double-decker habitat module by reusing the one where the lid didn't break, but I don't know if I can trust those hinges. Because they got sprayed on too with the same solvent. It seems like a really unwise risk to take. But I also don't want to have to rebuild the whole thing from scratch, like I probably will have to anyway. I also need a workshop badly, because I think my postnasal drip is caused by inhaling microplastics from drilling plastic in this cramped little room. Can I generate sin? What a weird question. Is this really chugging? This little sprite-based game? This can't be that demanding. Did that not work? We have to catch him. Do I have to catch him? Where is he? Where's the guy with the sin? But I already have it, don't I? I don't have the sin. What happened to it? 2 Babbingtons. So that's how Babby's formed. That's how girl get prancient. Mystery solved. Oh, I need gemstones. That's why. Fuck, I need to go questing in the gemstone region. Where were those? Those were in like the last one, weren't they? God damn it. Penis weenus. Imagine if you were questing with your demon buddies and the Doomslayer showed up. Awkward. And have a projectile demon. Have I unlocked that yet? There we go. Oh, I need to prepare some meals. Gotta fucking feed everybody. Well, before we do that, let's do the harvest ritual. I think you're right, Short Dog. I think I gotta get back on my underwater hamster shit. People expect me to make steady progress while they ignore me. They expect to come back to see a lot of getting done. Can't make words. Fuck. I don't know why I can't bring myself to do it. I've lost my passion. Part of it's all the deaths, certainly. I think I've lost some of my whimsy. Part of it's also just wanting to write. I guess there's plenty of writers, though. There's very few underwater hamster guys. Which one has Jules? Is it the underwater one? I believe it's the underwater one. Part of the problem is just not living by water. If I lived by clear water, with shallow water, it would make more sense for me to undertake this project. You got any jewels? You get any jewel? No, you don't. It's way to better. Maybe I should give up streaming. Like games. Yeah, I've been doing it for years and it's gone nowhere. It takes up a lot of my time too. At some point, you just gotta give up. If it wasn't for streaming, I'd hardly play any games. It's hard to justify it without monetization. It's just having to do it on a schedule. What the fuck did I just get? What is that? I don't care to beat the boss. I'm really just here for the followers and the gemstones. Because apparently you need jewels to mate, which I guess tracks. That was badass. I got everybody. There we go, there's some jewels. Very few, they're not that common. What I should have spent that money on was all Hampshire stuff. Would have been an investment. Instead of investing in more contests, entry fees. I don't see any more jewels. Oh, there's some. Oh, hey. Flower necklace. I don't give necklaces to my villagers. Maybe I should. Guess I can quit now. But I've got a really good weapon. Kinda may as well continue. I see precisely 0 jewels. Hey, where's the third one? Where's demon number 3? No, none of these. Oh, wait, one of those was just like a spell, wasn't it? I'm good. How many hearts do I have left? I've been checking. That should be enough. Aha, jewels, finally. Where were these earlier? Oh shit. What is this? Wasn't too difficult. What are these good for? I forget. Don't want to risk it. I'm not that beefy yet. Do I have any elephants before now? I don't think I did. Where did I get these? I didn't mean to do that. There are no variants, evidently. There's no option to have them do childcare. That doesn't seem right. Oh, they're hungry. So do I just magic the food into existence? I'm not complaining. Wow. Got a lot of stuff. I really wish they'd do the rest of the farming themselves. Too bad. I got 15, I got 15, I got 15. Now what? I guess I go on another run. Oh, he's powerful. It depends on their loyalty. There's really not enough, is there? So far, child rearing has not proven to be an effective way to increase population because they just leave. That's what the church is funny at now too. Any more? Yeah, there's someone to send. Four more after this. Fingers crossed.
저런 깜빡이나 샤말라. 아,
I don't know. Looks like a donkey.
아.
Got more young people running around. That's good. Who's saying that? See, this keeps happening. Can't stand your lines any longer. How do I stop them? Is that because I didn't nurture them every day? Can I recapture them somehow? I don't think I've ever been here. What the fuck is here? I love this one's voice the most.
Come on, D. Babu, shbabu. Bowdy. Bee-ha. Lubby, ba-ba-boosh. Boo-boo. Diddly-boo.
Diddly-boo!
Bowdy, boo-boo. Bowdy. Lubby, ba-ba-boosh. Babu.
It's just another way to get more of these things.
Diddly-boo. Bowdy-boo. Come on, D. Bee-ha.
None of these look good. There was never much point to this. It's just another way to get those little gemstones. What the fuck? Why can't I... There we go. Nothing here. I can't say as I care for Knucklebones over much. The other thing is when you're arguing with somebody, and number one, you have to define words for them constantly as you go, because you can tell they don't know what you mean by stuff, but they don't tell you they don't know. They just try to proceed anyway, assuming that they do. And you can also tell that when you ask them questions, they're going to research it in real time. Like they're just fucking freewheeling it. At least starvation is no longer a danger. What happened? What was that sound effect? I just need 5 more guys. Where are the 5 guys from the burger and fries place? Meow. Wow, wow, come here, wow, wow. Little wiggle wart. Come here, little wiggle worm. We had a blow up the other night, me and my cat, because she fell off the back of the couch. Not the couch, the chair I'm in. And she dug her claws into me to climb up my body to get back on it. And she's hanging her full weight from her claws. And I was just screaming in agony. And I swatted her off my body, and she ran away terrified because I'd been yelling and screaming and twisting my body this way and that. And I didn't see her all day because she was scared of me or angry or resentful, and it hurts when your cat and you are feuding, because it's like she's the baby. You don't want her to be scared of you. Why is there not someone to buy yet? This sounds fucked up. What do you mean 14? What do you mean 14? It said 15. What do you mean 14? Somebody died again. Cool. Stop fucking dying. I can't see well enough. Oh, this one didn't betray us. I guess it's a crapshoot. I had a dream last night. I was in a futuristic resort. And there was some kind of futuristic flying minivan. Or was it a tour bus? There were people in it. It was shaped like a kind of like one of those old floppy disk holders, and the bottom half was opaque and it looked plastic, and the top half was transparent, the canopy. But like holes would just open up to let you in the clear material, and it would also it's like also like a fucking Megazord. It would combine to a rear section of the flying vehicle to hold cargo. But it was also detachable, and the cargo segment was autonomous. So if you wanted to land somewhere and send it back for more supplies, you wouldn't have to fly the whole vehicle back and forth. Like the manned section was separable. Everyone wants to fuck that pig. Oh yeah. What about this? Here we go. There's a new egg. Nothing? Oh. I guess I could spend on other shit. None of these seem good. I don't want any of these. I don't know what the downside of that is. Doesn't seem to be any. Oh, that guy. Not Teddy McBooberton. Ah, Jules.
Come on now. Kill the McCoy now.
I guess that one.
Come on now. Yeah.
At least I'm getting a lot of crystals. This is not a bad run for crystals. I don't even know what the fuck that animal is. Is it a beaver? Shit on the fuck. I didn't even get. Oh, I have to. No, do I have to sacrifice someone? have to. Shit. It's just a skill issue, largely. I just fucking suck at this game. I'm not really a hack and slash kind of guy. That'll have to do for now. I haven't really used any of this space down here yet. Will this work? Oh fuck, he's a zombie. Alright, I have to cure him. Otherwise he'll eat people. There we go. 16. Can I expand the farm yet? Yes, I can. I can finally finish it.
Walang kampanya na siya na magkakala.
Another poop eater. Good. Fine. I think you can't fuck up a poop meal. I had 20 at one point, but I wasn't ready to take on the last boss just yet. What's that, a bandicoot?
Dalag ka ng bayan na. Oh!
3 more. I need to save this. I don't even have enough bones as it is. Can I risk people on missionary trips then? Or is that unwise? He's got good odds. I guess this way? We got jewels, what we don't have is spiderweb. What, nothing? Oh, they really make you work for it, huh? Thank you, Short Talk. I think you're the last one, though. I would miss streaming, though, if anyone showed up. Oftentimes, the old regulars don't show up anymore. At which point, why am I doing this? I should be focusing all my energy on streaming hamsters again. At which point someone had the audacity to show up and say, how come you're not streaming games anymore? There we go. Oh, I don't have my demons this time, that's why. Is this the only way to do that? Why is everything made of fish? This is disgusting. Extremely unhygienic. Oh, that must be why it's so much fish for the meals. Because I went to the fish place. Anchor's deep. I just barely made it. Just barely. You still lose a little bit. Maybe I should. Maybe I should. I'm thinking about it. Or like stream once a week or something.
Selamat ka na. Ayun. Ah.
That's actually fine. And not being close attention. That's better. They're gonna turn against me, I can feel it. Venus Winus, Master of Ceremonies. We need to play more modern games. Stuff people are playing right now. Shakalambanya. Oh, you got fucking damned. Why does that happen? I've got 18 people, but I lost one.
Saan ba tayo? Huh?
If I can afford it. I can. Are you not talking or is chat not updating? Oh, it's still on cooldown. What do I do about the solar hat? It doesn't fucking fit my head. Do I send it back and say, make this bigger? I feel like it's made for Japanese people. Probably was. Like TurboGrafx was not made for me. I should have been doing this before.
Salam kampai na siya mga ba? Salam bangka.
Everybody's got a necklace now. 19 people. I really don't want to go questing for another one. Here we go. 19, oh, we're almost there, almost there. One more, one more.
You give me one.
Walang kampanya ng spa.
Investigator. Both the same species, too. 19 people. Don't nobody fucking die. No, don't you fight.
Dalam ka ng bayan na.
Perfect. I'll go collect one more person in Anchor Deep. Try to eat my food, will ya? Alright, 19. If I can collect one person's sibling before they die of old age. Before anybody dies of old age. That's all I gotta do. There's also missionaries. No, not penis weenus. That was never my intention. Penis weenus, I'm sorry. It is, isn't it? It's alright. We need 20 followers to fight the last boss. But they keep dying of old age before we can accumulate more. I tried raising children, but I neglected them, so they left. Let me out, let me out, let me out, let me out! There we go. There they are. Alright. Fair enough. There we go. It's both a base builder and a dungeon crawler. It's like roguelike. She sounds gay. Am I wrong? Not in a bad way. That's fine to be that way if one wishes to. We're at 20. I should rush to the boss. Well, I could have gotten another follower just in case. Hope I don't regret it. Hope I don't regret it. Hope nobody died while it's gone. Nobody better have died. Number 20. We always need more elephants. Alright, we got 20. We gotta rush. We gotta rush.
그럴까요?
forgot which one this was. The children have the best stats. Wonder why that is. Is it multi-generational? Come on, butt nipple. We got no time to waste. We can only do this while we have 20 followers. Oh, this is also what happens to bosses. I have ascended! 4.9. 0.5. I'm scared, bros. BRB, time to take a piss. Alright, let's do this. Now, I'm second guessing with the Analog Duo because it doesn't connect to a CRT TV, and I have one. I have a big ass CRT TV I could move into this room easily. Not easily, it'd be really heavy. I'd also have to clear a path through the clutter. But if I bought a real one, then I would have to get it modded to do so it's region free. I have to get it recapped. Like, all that shit would cost a good deal of money. But I find myself wanting the capability to display on a regular TV instead of being locked to HDMI. No, my followers. Oh fuck, it's an elite guard. Only if I just defeat you. He's a Catman. Catman do. Can't be the only one. I knew there's multiple stages. I knew there'd be multiple stages. I knew it. No, my followers, I love you. Shit! Shit! Gotcha, bitch. Yeah! Oh, that was so close. Did you see how close that was? Did you see how close that was? Discipline to me, a vessel no more instead of crown-bearing deity. Damned lamb. I'm at your mercy. Are you to be vengeful, false idol, or a merciful coward? No longer can you blame vile acts on me. You weak, sniveling, foul thing. You wait. Will I live to regret that? I want to create a gentler future. I probably should have killed him, huh? We did it though! First time, baby! That's because I did all that grinding. I did grinding all the way up to max level. Sacrifice reborn vessel, ascend once more and take true form, no longer a servant, now God. If you were playing noble disciple, priest, do I get a different form? Do I get to be like one of the big creatures now? Does that mean there's a new game plus? Does that mean that the follower's gonna betray me? I feel strongly that follower's gonna betray me. I probably should have killed him. Listen to that squishy noises. It's bath time ASMR. Endgame. Permadeath mode is starting a new game. Intense mode. Butt Nibble is no longer a demon. Yay, Butt Nibble! I'm gonna leave him the one who waits. Or my bitch. Bitch. Baby. You serve me now. Long game. We've been streaming this for what feels like weeks. I feel strongly he plans to betray me. Maybe you'll learn to be a good person and like being a part of this little family we have. And I guess I get to discover what happens in the DLCs. Fuck machine that's neglected for a day. Oh, he already decided to betray us. I'll find you. Nowhere is safe from me. Not now that I'm a god. Anyway, I guess that's all for now. Until we buy the DLCs. Which will add more content. I guess you can grind indefinitely if you want to. It's fun like that. It's one of those cozy games. I have a new Spooperton game, Indie Spoop. Looks promising. Fingers crossed. Isn't it funny how I got my ass kicked so many times by lesser bosses? And then I beat the last one in one try. Oh, baby. How spicy could the candy be, really? Do you like spicy candy? Do you like, you know those, what are they called? Cinnamon, Red Hots. You like Red Hots? I like Red Hots, but the thing is that there's a fine line between, like, a pleasant amount of cinnamon and a painful amount, and it's tempting to just shovel them in your mouth by the fistful, but you don't feel it creeping up on you. Like, very quickly you reach the painful threshold, and then you can't unspice your mouth. Oh, her mother's a prostitute. Well, it's already dark. I'm a PS1 actual baby child. Oh, with the McDonald's bucket! Holy shit, already goated. Game of the year all years. This has a really cool style. Collecting candy was a much bigger draw back when I wanted candy. I don't find myself wanting candy very often anymore. It's just too much. It's too sweet. Even pudding pies. You know those little Hostess pies? The ones you get now are frosted. And the frosting, it puts it over the top. It makes it just disgusting, like crystalline, crunchy sugar shell. It's too sweet. Like I don't want that. I don't want that much sugar. I want something where it's just a regular breaded pie. And there's fruit. I want fruit jam in the middle. Jam or pudding is fine, but that's all the sugar that's necessary for the pie. You know what I mean? Am I out of pocket for that? You're not gonna answer? Oh, there we go. Joker, what? Just come on, bro. I don't have all day. Trick or treat. Go. If he wasn't expecting trick or treaters, why did he have candy ready? Did he just throw? He just throw it on the ground like throwing pennies at a tweaker? Like fucking pick it up, idiot. This style is fucking eye-popping. Like, look at the skybox. What was that? The amount is supposed to get is 300 candies or something? Fuck, this looks good. Can I find candies in the trash? So plenty. As sweet as you. You're very pretty. You love the pretty girl. This is a little bit creepy. Norman. I was about to get fucked. That was close. I didn't even get any candy. Bitch-ass pedophile. Back in my day, pedophiles would at least actually give you the candy if you got in the van. They'd also add a couple lanes to your Hershey Highway. But back then you did what you had to for candy. Sometimes you also had a puppy that you got to play with. What would it... Was there an option that would have gotten me candy? How can we see so few trick-or-treating horror games? Seems like an obvious premise. Oh, it's Hag. I didn't get the mask. You said I could have a mask. What a pleasant person. However, I didn't get a mask. Wait, hold on. What the fuck? Oh, that's just decorations. I was gonna say. They have a pet cemetery in their yard. Wow, what do you want? Is that my grade in lower right? F minus? Come on, Meow Meow. Come on, Meow Meow. Get down. Yep, Meow Meow. Is that a slur for cats? Oh, this is the edge of the world. Ow. Come here, cat. Don't be scared. We reached the edge. Do we just soft lock? Meow, get in my lap. Get in my lap, baby. I think we soft locked. Let's try that again. I didn't think it would let me do that. I thought it would respond me. I'm petting my cat. Press P to pet the cat. She's so soft. I'll describe her softness to you. It's like on the same level as a bunny rabbit. She's just a little bunny cat. Little cat, quit crawling on the desk. I'm trying to use this. We walk in on them fucking. Kitty cat. Little cat butt. They're still fucking. Let's go the other way this time. I'm scratching her fuzzy little noggin. Stick it in my hand. Does that have a flavor? Why don't you hunker down? Oh, Vincent. Super cute. You're the neighbor Anderson's daughter, right? Eat candies. There aren't many, but I'll look for more. Back later, I'll find more if I give them all to you. Mother's not with you. It won't leave me until later. Meanwhile, I get candy. It doesn't seem very sensible to me. If anything happens at all, I want you to run home. You hear me? Fun little one. What a good neighbor. Is this another end of the world here? Then I can't. I can't resist her. She's doing that thing she does, where she leans up against me and looks up at me. Those dark, empty eyes. Little cat. Who's my little baby? Who's my tiny little cat? You're my little cat. There's no denying that. Meow meow meow. You're my tiny Corbin. I love you. Wouldn't it be a mind? Would it be a mindfuck if I revealed at the end, after like several years that there never was any cat? She's standing on top of the mouse. It's really hard to. Look, could you not be there in that exact spot right now? No, could you not stand on the? Stop it. Don't knock that down. Don't knock it down. She found a new object she doesn't recognize. Hello, little friend. You're just my little friend. Should we go in and get the candies from Norman? What's the worst that could happen? Must you sit right in front of me? He didn't leave me any fucking... He's still there, too. I know he disappeared. I guess I had to go in to get the candy. Oh, trash candy. Am I that desperate? Little kitty cat. Oh, lean. Uh-oh, who's this? Is that better not have been Norman? She's leaning on me. I can't resist when she does that. My dog used to do that too. That means they love you. I wonder what it's like to be a pet and to have a big old creature that's just feeding you and providing for you and petting you. Seems like it'd be nice. Cats are great. It's just you make this weird noise like pss, pss, and a little fella comes out of a hidden spot. Where's the mask? Is it like around back of the house? Oh, she's splayed out across my lap now. She's so spread out. What a flat cat. How's this cat so flat and cozy? How's she such a little puddle of fat and fur? You're just a little blob. Is this it? Oh yeah, alright. Pumpkin Man. That's what, 50%? Oh, if Lightblight ever stops by, I wanted to tell him that advice he gave me about the pressurized water. The nasal hydro spray really was pretty effective. It didn't eliminate my symptoms entirely, but it greatly reduced them. That's different music. What's happening? That's a fella. What's that fella doing? He's not opening up. Oh shit, I'm getting fucked. Why would you show this?
The smells.
Oh god. Oh no, there's bodies. I guess it's on me for running up to his house. Do I get a chance to escape? I don't get a chance to escape. Am I getting trafficked? Who's the man in the animal mask? Is it over or is it not over? Looks like it's not over. Is my rectum already split? Is that his fucking shotgun?
Hey.
Whoa! Oh shit! Really? She did a good job not being fucked up by the recoil. She's got to weigh like 80 pounds. I guess she didn't shoot both shells at once. Mother was charged with murder. Oh, this is too fucking real. Sup, filthy weeb? This might interest you. I'm gonna show you. Hang on. As soon as this is over. I've been looking through PC Engine repros, and what did I find? But Private Idol for PC Engine CD, but it's the English patched version that'll work on my Turbo Duo, which I have now. Look at that disc. That's Authenticity Homes. And these are games that the original versions are scratched to fuck, and they cost hundreds of dollars. I think Genga Fukushima Sapphire, or whatever the fuck it's called, is $750 on eBay if you want the original disc. This is a fun little adventure about some idols in Japan, I guess, that you might find entertaining. I thought it was interesting being one of the only RPGs on the system. There's not many. Here's Dead of the Brain 1 and 2 on the same disc. I don't know if the first one was on HuCard. It must have been. It's also the English reproduction. I don't see any good reason not to buy repros. This is really fascinating. This one's got art by Sid Mead. It's a shmup, which a lot of them are. But I bought the Analog Duo because I've been wanting to get into collecting PC Engine because I like the pixel art cutscenes. They've aged very well, and I like the fact that it's 16-bit, not 32-bit, and that there's no bad early 3D on it. And it's CD based, so it's got great CD audio. So there's a great many rockin' soundtracks. It ticks all the boxes of what I want in a retro console. Dynastic Hero, Legend of Dynastic Hero, which is Wonder Boy and Monster World 4 on Sega Genesis. They got the Godzilla fighting game, which I've been looking really hard at, just to have a fighting game that works with 2 buttons. Because otherwise, you got to get the 6-button Avenue pad, and they don't make any of those at Analog Duo and Analog 8-bit Do. 8-bit Do doesn't make a 6-button pad that the Duo will recognize. I love shmups. There's something romantic about shmups. I've said this before. Not romantic like Valentine's Day, but romantic like Pirates and Knights of the Round Table kind of way, where you're just one man and a super fucking roided up experimental fighter facing insurmountable odds. It's just you against the world, and you got to just somehow just be so fucking Giga Chad overpowered that you can power through it anyway. You got Rondo Blood English version. These are $24 a piece. Think about what a deal that is. I know they're burned CDs, but they look really good. They look the part. What I don't think I've seen yet is Ginga. What I haven't seen is a English translation of Snatcher for PC Engine CD, which I would like. I think that was in the works, but there was like some drama in the retro translation scene. This is probably the best shmup on the system, which came out in. It says 95. I remember it being like 99. I remember hearing somewhere they made PC Engine games up until the Dreamcast came out. in large part because the FX failed. I want this one. The other reason I want to collect for it is that there's a relatively small number of games I really want for it, and Hue cards is small. I don't want to collect anything that's going to be a lot of clutter. I can hold all the Hue cards, and if I need to, all the CDs in one binder. Yeah, what was that about? Wasn't the deal there that they had a deal not to publish Rondo Blood on other systems, so they just remixed the assets to make Dracula X? So that's another reason. Oh, this is the newsletter I was reading. Doesn't take up a lot of space because the cartridges are very slim. And most of the games are on CD-ROM anyway. It's cheap to collect for. Even Neo Geo repros are really costly just because they're big cartridges with lots of memory. So I could never justify collecting Neo Geo. That's a rich man's game. Neo Geo is a rich man's game. Collecting is hoarding, yes, but it's extremely manageable hoarding. If I can just have one collection hobby, I think I've chosen wisely. I don't believe it couldn't handle Rondo. Maybe the soundtrack. Fawcett Armor is a fun little one. Galaxy Frontline Unit I've heard kind of sucks. It's based on a anime with even more lesbian. It's like somebody saw Sailor Moon and like, this is not gay enough. We need to take the lesbian references and make them more explicit. To where every shot is like, we're lesbians! We're space lesbians in space being lesbians! Which I believe is an accurate summation of the entire anime. Neo Geo cards are just big and costly, yes. They got Popful Mail. Unfortunately, this is the inferior version of the game compared to the Sega CD one, which was basically a remaster. This is a port of the PC 98, was it? It was like a PC version of it with smaller sprites. It's really unfortunate. The Sega CD one is by far the better way to play the game. I heard it's bad. I want to like this. It's one of my favorite old 16-bit RPG platformers on a system I love, but this is the worst version. Other than, I guess, kind of like how Evo had a PC version it was based on. Shadow of the Beast has great cutscenes and great music, although the gameplay is kind of poopy. That's the impression I got. That's what everybody tells me. I should form my own opinion, but there's a lot of that. That's a sign of things to come. It's just wish fulfillment. Cancer. Shapeshifter. I haven't heard of this one. So it's affordable. Far more affordable than Neo Geo. I'd argue more affordable than Super Nintendo, just because Hue cards are cheap to produce, and so are CD-ROMs. This is a great cotton game, Fantastic Night Dreams. Not to be sneezed at, this is one of the better Q-em-ups in that series. Oh, it's an RPG. Alright. I never cared much for Dungeon Explorer. Also, I have never fully explored the library of this console. Like, I did exhaustively explored every ROM for the Super Nintendo between like 2010 or earlier than that, starting in like the 2000s, like 2001, 2002 to 2010. I explored every Super Nintendo ROM and every Genesis ROM and found everything there was to God Panic. What the fuck? Fray. Like, a lot of this is new to me. It's like new games for a new old console. It's very much nostalgia bait. It's like being able to be alive at that time as these games are coming out and buy them at a reasonable price. I don't like the Sega CD repros because they don't replicate the cases. You know what I mean? These are not how Sega CD cases were. I don't know why they did that with Sega CD. The cases were like unnecessarily large. It took up an insulting amount of space. They got Saturn repros. Repros are the way to go. They give you the authentic experience, but at a fraction of the cost. I love PC Engine CD. Well, shit. I guess I can start Arctic Eggs. I don't want to play it on Switch, anyway. I know about Cosmic Fantasy. It's like when they ported Lunar 1 and 2 to PlayStation 1. I don't want to play them on PS1. That's not... Like, part of the experience is the hardware. I also am trying to find my Sega CD-X, because I have original hardware for that. That might be the best system to hook up to that CRT television. And I can start buying Sega CD repros, but they'll be in that shitty fucking stupid cases. I guess I want the disc, but I don't want the case. I want them to sell them to me in a regular CD-ROM case. Someone recommended this to me. Who was it? It was one of you. I played them on Sega CD. Fry eggs on top of Mount Everest. I don't think so. Pretty sure it's the bottom cooks. Top will just freeze. So I remember next time. What is this guy? Why is his face like that? If you attempt to escape, boss stripped you of all your main functions. All you do now is walk, cook. Are we robots? Make an egg, on both sides, as always. How do I flip it? That's too much. That was too much. I wrote an article about cyborgs recently, about how there's very little rationale to make cyborgs. Because they're not really combat effective against robots that are remotely controlled. Fuck. There you go. Good. Brilliant. Information from the systemics from the city, as well as is he hungry. We're just getting an audience with him. Not a lot left. Good corners this time. What's going on? Is this like a Frostpunk setting? Can I do 21 by 9? I can't do 21 by 9, can I? Shit. At least now I got you engaged. Looks like, what's that game on Xbox with all the David Bowies? Phantom Dust. Wake up this morning, drum stops talking to the machines. Okay, interpretive dance. We're going back. To where? This looks like a Dreamcast game, doesn't it? We're finally to that level of retro nostalgia. Is this the is this the gameplay? It's like based on a dream. This can't be the gameplay. This is it's definitely like something Sega would make though. This is really Dreamcast reminiscent. PS1 and PS2 both had such large libraries. If that was the only gaming system you ever had, you could be perfectly fine. Keeping it old school. And despite. Don't forget this. This is important. What? I'm gonna say this a lot probably, but what is this fucking game? This is not PS1 style either. This is way too high poly for that. Your stove invented toilet doesn't whisper sweet nothings in your ear. Bathroom at the work of dolphins. Chickens flying hide and seek. I'm enjoying this discussion. Cool, yeah. Huh. This feels like what Zoomers thought PS1 looked like, not what it actually looked like. This definitely could have been a Dreamcast game. Or PS2. I could have been playing Aliens Dark Descent. I could have been playing Penny's Big Breakaway. Why did I choose this? Some of this dialogue, though. Everyone's been in the Mariana Trench. Trying to have my doubts. Guy like me. What do you mean stuck with? N64 was fine. It had fewer options, but I think it was quality over quantity. Well, there go the eggs. This can't be the gameplay. That's what I've heard. I got it and Aliens Dark Descent. And also Iron Atomic Heart on sale, but I had to return one of them because I'm just running out of money towards the end of the month. I don't think I'll return the other two because I really wanted them. Atomic Heart was just like meh. My reasoning is if they're discounted now, I'll be able to get them at a little bit more from a key reseller later. I just don't know how long they'll be on sale. I could have just kept the prize money and not blown it on cool stuff. Does everybody in this world breakdance when you make eggs for them? Homer! I need eggs for Bart! Only eggs can sustain me! Through. What happened here? They're hungry for specific. Is this the only remaining variety, culinary variety, is just having eggs cooked different ways because they only have chickens left? This looks like kind of looks like a city. But I guess we're in the Arctic or Antarctic. Still thinking about the dream I had. I kind of want to 3D model that vehicle. Like the back half with the cargo was like a manta ray, but the front half was just like a capsule. Like a rounded rectilinear capsule. Like the Citroen Ami kind of. AMI, the concept car. You're telling me that the cooking minigame is the bulk of the gameplay in this game. Are you? Am I understanding you? Surely not. Surely not, right? Salmonella in it. Sorry about that. Did you cook it all? Give it a quick Italian pan sear. Yeah, nothing fancy for a guy like me. You can get salmonella from iguanas. Were you around any recently? I don't think so. I don't really know how this happened. Check your meat before offering to strangers as hurt. Been for 7 years. God fucking damn it. This is the game. If I had known that, I wouldn't have played it. There we go. I like it. Why did I choose this? It's just one of those weirdo games. Fuck. This can't be. This is what I've doomed myself to. Did I just land the egg right on the edge? I did. There's gotta be Chivo for that. No, I almost had it! Fuck, why is it? Fuck this game. Holy shit. This is gonna be a lot of anger. How long is this game? Oh, here we go. There we go. Imagine this on Wii. This could have been a Wii game. With a gyro. You feel better? It's good. Good meal requires balance of specific hot and cold elements. Okay. I'm just astonished that someone would make this. Fish ration, my companion for the last 10 years. You can be the moment. Pop it open and flip the fish out so they can cook. That's disgusting. How am I supposed to do that? It's gotta be the cigarette. I hate this. I hate this. Can I save? I can save. I really don't want to play this. I'll give it. I'll continue trying. Fine. So you can call each other chicken anymore. What? I don't know what it is. Delightful. Delicacy. That's nice. What is the dialogue in this game? What the fuck, man? Do you think that even in a survival situation like this, where the military or UN are present, there'd be one guy who's like, fight the system, even though like they're keeping us alive? Like there'd be one guy who'd push these soldiers over the railing and take their weapons? Like the one libertarian? Someone else to feed. How come they're all so fashionable? Ignore what I was about to say. Tumultuous. You're hungry. That's a bit much. Why is it on its edge? Eggs are gross if you think about it. Just these protoplasms with surrounded by this goop. Four at once, huh? Who looks at that and is like, I want to eat that? Wait for it to be a chicken. Bitch titties! Ah, fuck! What did I do to deserve this? I want to cry. What's the most interesting place you've been to in a dream? Do you ever have any cool dream architecture? No! That's exactly how I feel about it. I'll find a way to be mad, though. Short talk. Stop it. I must cook the egg. 4 of them is too many. Ugh! They land on each other is the problem. Fuck! Can I burn them? Is that right? That's it, right? There we go. Har har har. Fucking day. Oh, come on! Come on! Why? Why? Link me after I'm done streaming. It's good for me, I think. They don't make them like they used to. It's not correct spelling. What's the setting? Cigarettes are the most agreeable way of morning life. That is a manly breakfast. I have to admit. They did feed it when I was a kid. This is a back in my day story. When I went to summer camp, they would actually feed us steak and eggs and hash browns, and sometimes they'd substitute the bacon for the steak. It wasn't a lot of steak. It wasn't good steak either. It's like bulk steak that you'd buy for a cafeteria. We got a little square of steak and 2 eggs and hash browns every morning. Fair enough. Wait, what? Oh, they pop open if you cook them, right? There we go. Fuck. Why would you... Why would you cook this way? What happened to this world? Why is everybody an insane hipster? Shit on a fucking dick. But does it not cook if it's not if it's not flat? There we go. Ah! There we go. Because you don't have to cook both sides of the fish. Why is the last fish not cooking? There we go. Thank you. We're so hungry. Are there multiple days? What's a complete? Is it like a packaged meal? What was he cooking it on? Was he cooking it electrically? I was looking at an electric travel kettle. I just don't have the money for it anymore because I chose unwisely. I need to do it. Actually, instead of Retrobrite, what I want to do for my Dreamcast is buy a transparent colored plastic shell with matching controllers and VMU. This is gonna make me hungry. That's a good thing about solar battery power is it never runs out as long as you got sunlight. I've also been thinking about investing in a solar oven. It does seem like a good thing to have. I'm not. It's almost winters, so that wouldn't be wise. Not good timing. No! My eggs! Bart, my eggs! Stephen Molyneux told me on Twitter that my eggs are running out because I'm turning 30. Oh, he's got one too. That's a great car. I just wish I could afford the Gen 2. I don't know if I'll ever get a pure electric unless I can afford an Aptera. There we go. Problem with the BMW is that it's a BMW, so every repair is $1,000. There we go. Where you sling, the way you fling. That's these three, isn't it? Turning on the grill and doesn't like you cooking that much. Just trying to build up his skill. Where does all the meat come from? Dare I ask? I don't need it. 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 You do need it. You need it. I don't need sex. Stole some bacon from downstairs. What? What do you mean by that? This should be pretty easy compared to everything else. Who eats fried cigarettes? Pan-fried cigarettes. Name one person. need it. That was me with the Analog Duo. Since last year. Or last winter, anyway. It is almost winter, so it was almost last year that I put the TurboGrafx sticker on my car and I started lusting for TurboGrafx. There were better things I should have spent that money on, though. I'm going to stick with what I got until it breaks down irreversibly. And hopefully by then I've made enough money on writing that I can afford Naptera. You know the Dick Masterson of the Dick Show? You know how much he makes a month? He makes $10,000 a month, which, to be fair, is kind of necessary to live in LA, which is where he lives, and to rent a studio there. No! You know what my life would be like if I made 10 fucking G's a month? I wanted the Turbo Duo for a long time. I want to be happy. I want to live a happy life. Besides, I'm going to win more contests. You'll see. Fuck. Do you not understand? Which part of It's the higher energy gaming system do you not understand? Short Doc. Of course, now I've started a habit where I'm going to be spending $24 on a Hue card every month. No! God, why? What sort of torturous universe is this? Truly, this is the worst of all possible worlds. How did it land the same way up, though? Oh, no, there it goes. There it goes. The music makes it hard to stay angry, too. Wow. Yeah. How did you get out? I let you out through the bedroom door. How did you get outside to come in through the... It means there has to be an opening in the house somewhere. How did you do that? Cat, don't climb on here. Cat, you fucked it. You fucked me up, Cat. Why? That's an egg right on its edge. Cat, please. Your tail's in my mouth. What do you want? What do you want? What do you want? I hear you meow meow, but what meow? She's sitting on my mouse hand. I can't flip the thing. Hang on, I got a spritzer with a spray bottle. There we go. No, stay down. Stay down. You can afford artists. Cat, why? Cat, you're on top of my mouse hand. What's your end game? Meow. Stop it. Cat, stop! Stop climbing up on the desk while I'm doing a very delicate procedure. No, stop it. Stop it. This is not the time. I love you dearly. Please, don't. Just hunker down in my lap, please. No, quit climbing on that. That's not for cats to climb on. It used to be my laptop shelf. Now it's just a stuff holder. There we go. That's the perfect flip. No! What the fuck happened? Why did that happen? This is the dumbest game thing I've ever seen. I have to cook it before the thing goes out, don't I? The cigarette means there's a time limit. Edge egg stopping on your edge. Edge egg, stop it. Get off the cigarette too. Now the fucking bacon's on the cigarette. I'm losing my mind. Uniquely psychologically torturous. Is this a fucking shitpost of a game? What am I saying? Arctic eggs. Of course it is. There we go. Is it though? This makes me want bacon. Oh, I didn't do it fast enough. You fucking bitch. Almost though. Oh, perfect. Has there ever been a more perfect flip? There we go. Oh, thank you. Quit undulating. If you could undulate slightly less. This was the fish guy, wasn't he? This should be easy peasy. Why wouldn't they come to a kitchen to place their orders? Why do I have to walk around with a frying pan? Is it like independently powered? Oh, I'm getting mad. Does he have like a backpack battery with a cable going to it? I guess if it's a metal tin, you could induction cook it. I forget this moment. I hate this. I love it and I hate it. Is he the last one? Or did I overlook somebody? What's in these buildings also? What do you think is going to happen to one of these here? Will need us. Actually, not in a correct way. I think. "27 of his people. So 3 days. I can smoke a cigarette? How do I do that? That helps me find people I haven't fed yet. That's one thing they'll say for gaming, to those who say it's a waste of time. I've had such a breadth of experiences through gaming. Not to the exclusion of real life. I've been fucking scuba diving. I've been to other countries. Actually, no, I haven't ever been outside the U.S. I've been to Hawaii. That doesn't really count. I went to Canada once when I was little. I don't know if that counts or not. I don't really know if Europe exists. Or it just expands the city and I can reach more people or something. I've had experiences in games that could never happen in real life. It's like a packaged, reproducible dream. As vivid as it possibly can be. Sense of humor. Who are the waifus? I'd say this is a waifu. She's definite Arctic Eggs waifu material. There's one or two others that had, I think, the same face texture. Possible Arctic Eggs waifu, arguably. Maybe hard to say behind that mask. This is a definite Arctic Eggs wife. No, wait a minute, not this one. Never mind. I'd say that's a waifu. That's a possible Arctic Eggs waifu. A lot of unique modeling went into this. Arctic Eggs is what some gamers might call hot chick heaven. Not this fucker. That saves the game. Can't break my legs. I'd say this is a waifu for sure. But I think that's just the same face texture as the other one. Who'd I miss? This really feels like Phantom Dust, and just makes me want to go play Phantom Dust. It also makes me wish Phantom Dust was on Steam, so I could play it on Steam Deck. I love Phantom Dust. I should just stream Phantom Dust sometime. Phantom Dust, Phantom Dust, Phantom Dust. This is making me damn hungry. Who'd I miss? Who did I miss? Dry honey in the bathroom. What? Why? Is he like the final boss? We have to cook 6 times? What is this? It's like a fortune teller? This gives me vibes of the same sense of humor as Broken Reality. Which, speaking of, Broken Reality 2000 is keeping me alive. It's giving me a reason to live. That and my dad and my cat. I'd say she's the #1 waifu so far. Or her or the first one. Hang on. Utilities. Screen stay on. Always. So I went out and sat in the sun today to read a book and test out a solar hat I received recently. I pre-ordered it and thus got it for about 1/3. No, that's not true. About 2/3 the normal cost, which is all I would have ever paid for it. It doesn't quite fit my giant noggin, even though I bought the large size, L/XL. My head is just too big for anything, and I can't adjust the size of my head safely. I can kind of get it on there, and it's supposed to be 12 watts. It'll charge, it'll run a neck fan, and the neck fan I have doesn't seem to charge the battery while you're using it. It just, unless it's turned off. It has a pass-through mode where it'll be powered directly by whatever external power source is hooked up. I figured that out by walking through the shadows of trees and noticing that the fan would start to struggle. So it'll directly power the fan at full throttle, the neck fan, and it has a little bit extra, very very little, like 30 milliamps little extra for the phone, which will only really slow down the discharge, or charge it very slowly while it's turned off. I'd probably keep up with my phone's needs if I didn't have the fan, but the fan is like the point of the hat. It's just to power the neck fan indefinitely. So now I got the solar fan and the solar backpack. It's not really apocalypse gear, because then apocalypse, everyone would just shoot me and take my shit. Flamingos. It's a new area. Why are we not at ground level? This is bizarre. My girlfriend goes to a different school. I believe you. She's Polish, that's why you don't know her. Oh. This is what I say when I say writing can make a game, in the same way that really good music can make a game. It can bump it up several steps into highly memorable, superb territory. There you go, thank you. Zero's still hungry. Do I go to sleep now or what? I get to see the interiors. This is a prison. What the fuck? Are we all in prison? Is this an Arctic prison? Is it not post-apocalyptic? What's going on? It's not a full bed either. It's like a half bed. I love new shoes. Careful, they take away that pan of yours. We're roommates. That's a one-way street. Trust me. They are cyborgs. He's got a prosthetic head. Interpretive plumbing has many benefits. Figure out enough of sweat bugs find me desirable. I used this last one as seasoning. I'll let him escape. You gotta keep flipping him. Fuck. I was 1 second away from getting it. I feel bad about cooking a bug. I'm kind of rooting for the bug. fuck? This is even worse. I hate this. It's just a frustration machine. Oh, baby. I wish I was playing something fun. I think I'm in it for the long haul now, though. Shit. Shit. That little fucker sure doesn't want to be cooked. I remember killing a cockroach with a laser pointer. Like a 7-watt and 3-watt laser pointer, and it took so long I felt really bad about it. Cockroaches are hard to kill. I had to like burn holes straight through him several times. I had to walk, like follow him around, keeping the dot on him with his special sunglasses so I don't fry my own eyes. Thing is, I'm stubborn. You fucker! Ah, I don't want to play this. No, don't delete save. I want to get into Penny's Big Breakaway. I want to at least start it. Had a really unpleasant argument today with a sophist, an apologist who played every game in the book. His whole thing was taking presuppositional reasoning and trying to flip it around so that you're the one presupposing that his presuppositions are false. Like, do you see how that works? That was his game, his routine. I can't scroll down. Plus controller only. There are people like that who have been around the block enough to know they're not going to win, but they can frustrate the fuck out of you and get pleasure from it and just delay loss. Perhaps long enough that you will bail out and they can make it look like you did so because you couldn't answer. They do things like posturing as if your evidence is ridiculous without rebutting it to make you feel unsure of it. Like when someone said I couldn't prove my feelings to him, I linked fMRI scans showing that you can in fact tell exactly what someone is feeling at any given time and how intensely. And he said, you actually just posted that as evidence? Are you serious right now? And I'm like, yes, I am. And he just didn't have anything to say back. I guess that was his only strat. You need more strats than that. That's not enough. So this is just the Emperor's New Clothes, is it? they also just do a lot to create work for you to increase your workload. Like if you want to beat them, you're gonna have to earn it. They'll pretend like they forgot what they said 2 seconds ago, and so, to make you remind them of it. Just running circles around you to confuse you, running you around in circles, making you forget or derail your train of thought. Like, that's a strat. It's just preventing them from gaining ground. And like when you start having to ask, like, what is truth? What is facts? What does that mean? You're so deep in the weeds, unnecessarily so, when you're discussing something that's obviously untrue for other reasons. So this guy would not openly state if he believed in God or not, because he said that was irrelevant to whether or not his arguments were sound. And he's just presenting the arguments. And he didn't want to take a position because then he knew that he'd have to defend it. I whittled him down to just saying, well, that's your opinion, man. Which was completely ungratifying. I don't know why I keep doing this. I also argued with a 20-year-old Christian, which I felt a little bit guilty about because it's fish in a barrel. He did the same thing they always do, where when he asks for evidence of the resurrection or miracles, he says, look into Josephus. What he means by that is, I hope that at some point in reading these accounts that you'll become persuaded of Christianity for other reasons, but actually Josephus never affirms the resurrection or miracles, and also was was edited by, like, it has forgeries in it from early Christian scribes, where he's talking about completely something unrelated, and then it's like if someone was reading the news to you, it's like, and Ukraine did this, and then the pages exploded, and oh, and by the way, Jesus, the Son of God, flew down from space, landed, and proved he was the Son of God, and everybody clapped, and then flew back up to space, and anyways, back to the war in Ukraine, and back to, like, it's out of nowhere. It's completely out of place, and the pages themselves show evidence of tampering. You can read about it online. But anyway, he hoped that I wouldn't know that. They do that a lot. They bank on your ignorance, hoping you don't know any better, that you'll assume that it is what they say it is. You have to fact check everything a Christian says. And Muslims, although Muslims will sooner just become seen as you. Also the thing where they repeat your argument back to you, but they change it a little bit into something that completely changes its meaning and makes it less defensible. Like, so you're saying this, here's the problem with that. It's like, no, I didn't say that. You really have to fucking watch everything they do. No, I can't. Why is this 2560 by 1080? It looks like it's not the right aspect ratio. It had better be when it's in gameplay. Okay, it is in gameplay. Also, what the fuck is this treasure-ass character design? And this color palette's from Knuckles Chaotix. I'm going to go ahead and say this is not an iconic character design. I fucking love every platformer though. Oh, you can do it in any direction with the right thumbstick. How do you control camera? Is there no camera control? It cannot be, surely. Am I bugging when I say this looks like a Sega 32X game in 3D? Do you see what I see? Like, this looks like Knuckles Chaotix. Or Tempo. It looks like Knuckles Chaotix in Tempo. Like, look at the patterns of the leaves on the wall, the color contrast, the loops. How do I ride on my own yo-yo? Do I have to unlock that? Oh, that makes sense. I thought I detected that graphic style. I'm gonna be a star. That's what I should have been playing in the past. I probably should have just suffered through Arctic Eggs and started this fresh. This is gonna be a sneak peek. It's not gonna be a serious playthrough. They are extremely Sonic. Specifically 32X though. The color palette is Chaotix. I always wonder why more fan game creators don't do that. I guess because they're so dedicated to love of that specific character. But they should really make their own original characters that are not Sonic ripoffs and just dedicate their... Like Spark the Electric Jester is a great example of people who could have wasted their talent making another Sonic fan game, but applied it into a unique property that they can control. Like, Sega wouldn't do what they wanted, so they did a better job. This is truly a beautiful game. I can bounce on it. I like how her little head bounces around the lower left corner you can't see. So it's got a weird hazy heat effect. It's weird in this day and age to play something that feels so distinctly Sega. That's not a retro game. I was just reflecting on how the growth of the gaming market has turned into like a Santa Claus machine. It's just a wish-granting mecha genie where anything I could dream about. Like, I fantasized years ago that there would be revival consoles that would bring back consoles that I loved, and then there would be new games for them. But I thought, that's so unrealistic. Like, what are the economics of that? The market can't support all these different machines and all these different games. It's been tried before. And I want this. I want a spiritual successor to Sonic. I want all this and that. All of it has gradually come true. Like, all the stuff I want, it turns out other people want for the same reasons I want it. This is the kind of thing where if the bombs dropped, this is what the old people would talk about how the world used to be so great. Like we had our every wish fulfilled in terms of amusement. I love the ball pit too. Like, I was trying to imagine cool things that don't exist for the heaven the simulation world in one of my books. And a lot of the stuff I imagined back then for gaming, like I imagined that, like if you just imagine the ultimate wish fulfillment world, besides all the sex stuff, obviously, just big titty bitches everywhere, there would be a lot of things like scuba diving and water slides and hang gliding, mountain climbing, super soakers just because they're fun, impromptu Nerf gun fights, and also just you would have the opportunity to live through different cycles of game platform support. So you could go to the store and buy brand new games for discontinued consoles, like they're actually good. Like if you imagine the Supreme Being being an evolution of today's artificial intelligence that's generative, that has as its core desire to fulfill human wants, and it grows to the point where it can physically generate anything you desire through like molecular printing and whatnot. You could imagine having a market, because it's post scarcity, that it supports an infinite number of potential consoles, to where you have to really choose the ones you want to focus on. Like you could invent your own, and it would generate 10 years worth of games for it, and all of them would be good. Like if you wanted to see what the 32X could have done had it stayed on the market, it could generate a further 10 or 20 years worth of software support for the 32X, based on the most probable IPs that would have been tapped for that. Or if you wanted to see what Dreamcast 2 would have been like, it could make a Dreamcast 2 for you, and it could generate a decade of software support for that. Just endless creative capacity, endless material capacity. Little cat, you're on my desk again. And that's just gaming. Like, it could do that for food also. If you've ever wanted to taste a new food that's never before been invented, that's calculated to appeal to your specific tastes, stuff like that. Like, if you just imagine what a functionally all-powerful wish-granting machine could do. What, the OG Xbox? That is true. You know what I mean, though? Like, any unfulfilled... Like, any gap in the history of any medium that you would like to see filled, it could generate... what would most likely be in that spot. If you ever wanted to see a particular movie... We're already getting close to the point where it can make whatever movie you might want to see. But imagine it could not only... extrapolate... games for... Like Atari Jaguar. What if your heart wishes that hadn't been such a big flop? What if your heart wishes that had a full complement of great games and unique RPGs and stuff? It could generate them for you. It could 3D print them as cartridges. Or if there was a concept car you always wanted to drive, but it was only made in limited numbers, it could generate that car, and then it could generate subsequent cars in that hypothetical model line. You could explore every alternate history if you wanted to live in a different time and place. Like the possibilities of superhuman generative AI plus full dive VR are functionally limitless in terms of wish granting. Like, you could have a game like this every day. Cat, quit rubbing on me. I keep coming back to games. When I imagine, like, the environment I would wish for it to build, I imagine a coastal city in the style of Sid Mead with white, like, kind of like Logan's Run City, but not under a dome. And my house would be a rotating disc like the Space Needle at the top of a multi-zone skyscraper, which would have water slides and roller coaster built in that goes from the top to the bottom and weaves in and out of the building on the way, as a way to quickly get to the ground level, where there would be a subterranean garage vending machine for all the different cool cars that run on exotic energy sources like compressed air or hydrogen fuel cells or whatever nonsense he wanted to see proliferate that didn't from throughout history. And also a variety of air vehicles on a rim. The rim of the rotating disc would have landing pads for like a dozen different interesting flying machines. Some with like flapping wings like Da Vinci. Some that would be like the E-Hang ride-on drones. Like the high-level fortresses in Free Guy, if you ever saw that movie. Of the top players. But anyway, the coastal, because in the shallow waters off of the coast would be every historical underwater habitat ever made. From Heligoland and Con Shelf 2 and 3 to Aquarius Reef Base to Seatopia to Tektite. And they would be within relatively close distance so you could swim between them. And there'd be windsurfing, and there'd be transparent bottom canoes or kayaks. There'd be the option to eat something new you've never had before, but that the AI thinks you might like. Cat, stop just standing on my fucking keyboard to stop me from using it. I'm paying attention to you. I can pay attention to you fine in my lap. I love you. Come here. Come here. Stay in my lap and not on my keyboard. If you just imagine the best kid, it's like Ian whatever, what's his name's The Culture. Ian Banks, I think. Ian M. Banks. You just imagine the best possible outcome of ASI, where all it wants to do is make us happy. No, I don't want to restart. I want the cat to get down from here so you're not... Why do you have to be on the desk? There, that's better. Get down. It's got zip lines. It's got a lot of nice Sonic-esque gimmicks. Is she a narcissist? She's not waiting in line with everybody else. Oh, you can swing from anywhere. That's actually pretty innovative. I've never seen that before. Better than double jump. That shows what humans can do, Short Talk. Imagine what an ASI could do. It could generate the whole thing for you in a matter of minutes. Attention. We just have to create examples of what we want and then train it on that information. Where are you? He's a literal toddler. Splendid, remarkable show. Go! Gasp. Now it's my penis and testicles. Crime has been committed. Criminal disrobing of the imperial personage. On record in the Book of Law. Young lady, you are a felon. Guards grab her in jail for 10,000 years. This is really the plot? How can this be the plot? Well, that's the prologue level. I'm not gonna... I think now's a good time to quit before we start properly. Well, it's a little bit of a tease, but it saves time for next time. I'm in love with the style of this game, though. I can't not love it. It's delicious. It's superb. Here's hoping that everything just progresses towards that end point. That somehow basic income gets worked out and ASI gets achieved and ASI gets put to use, pleasing humans instead of maintaining or exacerbating the wealth inequality. A lot of stuff has to go right for that to happen, though, and the cynic in me doubts it. But I've had dreams that are like that, where we just live in a world of whimsy and fancy, where any wonderful thing we could, even things we can't imagine, things we didn't know we wanted, we're surprised with every day. Every day is Christmas. Every day is Christmas, but the presents are not just under the tree. They're what the food we get served. They're what the weather's doing. It's like it could invent a new holiday every day if you wanted. You know, like just the limits of imagination are transcended in terms of what delights human beings. That's perhaps too much to hope for, but some part of me feels like it's coming. I guess we have to hope. That's all for tonight. Get at me again on Mondays. Same ham time, same ham channel. Stick around for the raid. Stick around for the raid. That's 7 o'clock p.m. West Coast time on Monday to 11 o'clock. This is your friendly neighborhood handout signing off, and we're about to launch into, what do you want to say? What do you say, Pippa? Short Talk? Is it going to be Pippa this time, or are we trying to get her attention? It'll help us boost numbers. It'll help us network if you stick around and be on your best behavior. Be good diplomats.